Hi folks, the Filipina P here, and you're probably thinking that the Philippines is homogeneous, but we have more than 7,000 islands to explore, and we also have more than 120 different dialects spoken in the entire country. So, if you're a first-time traveler to the Philippines, you may want to know where to go and explore. So I have my friends here to share their experiences with the best places to check and visit here in the Philippines. So guys, welcome back to the show, and I have here our future sexy engineer, Richie.
Hi guys, hi everyone.
And our cutest hippie in town, Angel, and our prettiest future nurse,
Hello everyone.
Cindy. So let's start with Cindy. What's your favorite place in the Philippines?
My most recent travel is when I went to Cebu, and I really love it there because the food, the culture, and the people in Cebu are very lively, and you are sure to enjoy Cebu once you go there. They have a very rich variation of food in Cebu. If you want to try Japanese, if you want to try Korean, they offer the best places. Plus, the nightlife in Cebu is very great, from what I've heard. Because
From what you've heard, I was just gonna
I think
ask,
I'm being
really?
safe. But yeah, from what I've heard, because we weren't able to go to bars because we're afraid of COVID. They're very strict with wearing masks, but people around the city, I think, like when you can see people roaming around the city without masks. But once you enter their malls, you also, of course, you have to wear their masks because I know it's
As
a
a
requirement.
regulation or
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
They still follow strict COVID protocols.
I've also heard, Miss P, that Cebu, I'm also interested in Cebu.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go there. They have this whale watching.
Yeah, in
wherein you can
Oslo.
swim with the whales.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have an experience with that. I was
Oh,
just
nice,
talking
nice.
about the
Okay,
Teo.
let's hear about it. The slob.
When I was a kid, I didn't know how to swim, so the only way the way I learned how to swim was we were in Sumelon. It was in Oslo because we were on our way to Cebu, so it was we had to travel, but we had to like rest. So we went there. There's a small boat called a bangka. They put you in the middle of the
Boat,
ocean.
yeah.
'Cause, yeah, the boats there.
Did they throw you?
The thing is, I was already like, oh, whale sharks were like 4 whale sharks in the middle getting fed little fishes, and then their mouths just go, they're so big
huge.
over there. And I didn't know how to swim, and I was scared. And then my mom, I was like trying to the water with a
Life vest.
life vest, and I was also scared because it was right below me, but. I think now I won't be that scared because I was still a kid at that time because I think they were still cute. But yeah, my mom, there were also lifeguards just swimming around to make sure no one falls off or gets eaten. But what my mom did is she threw me off the boat without a life vest so that I'll learn
Way
how
to go,
swim.
Mom.
I'll learn how to swim. So she went like, oh, there you go. And then she went like here, there. And then I was literally there, didn't have a life. And I was like, oh,
Were you doing?
it's easy. I was just doing this. Oh, it's easy. And then I managed to learn how to swim,
To swim
within just
with the
like
whale
3
shark?
minutes because how I need to or else I'll die. So basically there were whale sharks below me, and that's when I was very scared, but I decided to like just go around, and then I went around and I really learned how to swim in
It's
the
your-
middle of the ocean.
Yeah, it's your survival instincts
Yeah,
kicking
yeah.
in. You have to survive this, Angel.
I do have pictures there that they take pictures underwater too, so that you can have it like in a photo album. They give a hard copy and a soft copy, so like it's a very good experience. And aside from that, you can go to the others, a very small island beside in the
Similan?
middle. Yes, like a pimple of the Philippines. So so basically, it's the sand there is the whitest sand that's near to be
whitest
accessed by me in the Negros. Yeah, so it was so pretty there. The sand, there was a side in the island where it literally was the clearest sea ever. You could see all the corals on the
Oh,
side.
that's beautiful.
It's a very enchanted island, a very good vibe island. Yeah, it's middle of the ocean. Whale sharks there, friendly whale sharks, safe. no one got eaten at all, and you could
No
go.
angels harmed
Yeah.
that day.
Plus, if you want to visit, I think they offer reservations online, so it's accessible for everybody.
Right.
So if you plan on visiting the Philippines, you can book ahead of time, so you won't have the trouble of like
Yeah.
processing everything here now once you get here. So you can just book your stay while you're still in your place. Then once you get here in the Philippines, you can enjoy your stay. Like
Yeah.
And by the way, in Cebu, right? Cebu is one of the richest
Yeah.
and populated here in the
Cities.
Visayas.
Yeah.
City
Yeah.
here in
it's
Visayas.
the Queen City of the South. Cebu
Yeah.
is the Queen City
So-
of the South.
Yeah, you
Business
have the
hub.
center city.
Visayas.
It's Cebu is really nice for me because you can enjoy both the city and the island
Correct.
life. Like it offers the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So if you wanna like have fun at night, you can go to the city, and if you wanna just like stay low key and enjoy the warmth of the day, then you can go to the islands in Cebu or the resorts.
I think both northern and southern Cebu, they've got resorts, beaches,
Yes.
They also
waterfalls.
have waterfalls.
Festivals
the
there.
famous Kawasan waterfalls.
Yeah. And what about the cash accessibility? Because some of my viewers
Yeah,
out
okay.
there, they're asking me if most of the stores, accept
Cards?
credit cards or
Yeah, I
debit
think
cards.
so. I think so. Although we used cash in our transactions, but
We always use cash here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not used to using
Cards.
cards.
Yeah.
some of my family members uses cards, but when we got to Cebu, we used cash. Like we used cash, and then but they offer they accept payment through cards. They have these signs like yeah.
Yeah, so just to make sure, what we can advise is that you can bring your card with you, but you can also not forget the cash, because here
Yeah.
in the Philippines, people are using more on, or we are more on cash than
Yeah.
cards. But there are also
Places.
places that are accepting cards, but just to make sure.
They
Yeah.
also
So that you
have
can have
ano,
a backup.
a lot of ATM machines.
You
Yeah.
have to always carry cash,
Cash.
no
Yes,
matter
cash.
what.
They're little ATMs, just
Yeah.
like ATM here and another barangay and ATM.
But sometimes
side by side.
the ATMs are out of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one
And
thing.
That's one thing that needs improvement here in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
Because we might know that one ATM is under maintenance, so we
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
withdraw cash. That is the reason why we always
So
bring
it's-
cash.
it's-
So
Yeah.
might as well you bring cash with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about you, Angel?
So my favorite was in Siquijor. And when I got there, there were a lot of resorts everywhere. Just 3 blocks away, 5 blocks away from that resort, there's another resort, and the sand is very clean. The people there are very nice, and usually they rent if you have like a vehicle going on. But if you don't, you can rent a motorcycle or a car. We used the motorcycle because it was 300 pesos for one motorcycle, and then 2 people can already ride the motorcycle. Siquijor is actually not that big. It's an island where we could go around it it only took us 2 hours, and we went
For the
through
whole island?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the whole island.
Because it's small.
Okay.
There's this saying that there's like love spells there. If you maybe you're really in love with a Filipino that doesn't love you, and you wanna we're really desperate, you can always
They sell love potions?
love potions. There's like I don't know, mangkukulam, something like that.
okay.
They're like how do you say that in English?
Witch?
Witch?
Yeah, witch. But yeah, there's a lot of things you could do, but that's just a very magical place, and it was perfect. The people, I met a lot of friends, and the food is great, and it's very cheap there, and the bars there are very nice too. There's a lot of foreigners there too. I saw a lot of on vacation, and yeah, you can do a lot of things in that small island. And
Do they have white beaches there? Is it
They're usually like middle to the yellow white, something like that.
okay? Not
Yellow
as
white.
powdery as the ones in
Yeah,
Boracay.
yeah, I think there's a little whites there, but yeah, there's a lot of nice beaches there that you can go, and cheap places. Like we stayed one time at a 800 apartment, just like that, 800 a night. I mean motel, but there are resorts with a pool and on the beach by the side.
How about you, Fritch? What's your go-to place?
Well, for me, it would be Bohol. It's like 2 hours away from Dumaguete. There's a lot of tourist attractions in Bohol. Like we have the Chocolate Hills, the famous Chocolate Hills. So it's like small mountains, and then they're
Not made
saying
of
that
chocolate.
it's like they're saying that it's the shape of Hershey's Kisses.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with that, and also they have this mini zoo. They have this specific location that they are protecting because we can see in there the tarsiers. Well, for the information of everyone, tarsiers are like the small monkeys with the very big eyes that we can only see in Bohol.
Yeah, they're
So,
very cute.
yeah, and they're
so
protecting
tiny.
that because there's only a little population in there, so they're afraid that the tarsiers might
Go
be
extinct.
extinct. So they
Right.
are really protecting it. They are really trying their best to have them protected in that area. Also, they have this specific place wherein you can view the very large snake. Like it is
Oh.
really long. It is
Was
the
it the
dia-
yellow one?
No, it is the
No,
black
the
one. It's like
python.
an anaconda. Like the diameter itself is like this, and then it takes 10 to 12 people to carry it because it's really huge. It's really heavy, and
Wow.
it's really long. It can eat you know us. It can eat up
Yeah.
to 5 to 7 people at a time.
5 tiny Filipinas.
Yeah, and also they have this man-made forest.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to go in there, and it's like surrounded with these trees, and it's man-made.
I think
and
it's mahogany, no? Mahogany trees.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Wow.
when you go in there, it's for free because it's like a road, and then it's surrounded with this man-made forest. It is surrounded with this beautiful trees that when you go there, it's really fresh. It's really relaxing. And what do we? They have the white sand beaches, which is found in Panglao, Bohol,
Right.
and it's really great. So they have the beaches, they have nature, they have the animals, and also for the food, they have the famous peanut kisses. It is based on the Chocolate Hills, so it is made of peanuts,
Peanuts.
and the sizes are like mini chocolate hills that you can eat.
Oh, many
Yeah.
kisses, peanut kisses.
Yes, and it's also really cheap in there, and the people, the surrounding, they are really friendly. They are really accommodating, and you can just feel that they are so welcoming with their guests, whether they are Filipinos or they are foreigners.
Yeah, I lived in Panglao, Bohol way back 2012 for about a year and something, and it was really it was a touristy spot, but
yeah.
it's still cheap enough at that time. I'm not sure nowadays. I have to check with my friend because I'm planning to do diving there, and
Wow.
it's one of the best spots here in the Philippines, right, girls? The
Right.
diving sites in Bohol.
Can I come with you, Miss P?
Me too. Me too.
That would be nice. That would be a great vlog. Doing some diving.
Yeah.
Imagine 3 beautiful Filipinas in the
Underwater.
underwater, like mermaids. But how about is it safe? I mean, to roam around the. I know for myself it was safe, but I mean, did you feel safe?
Yes, of
there?
course, Miss P. And also, you can choose what type of transportation. There are vans, there are cars,
Right.
cars for rent. There are also easy rides and jeepneys, but we chose the tricycle because the tricycle in there is really cute, and there's just the 3 of us. So yeah, we fit in there, and it's cheap. For whole day around, we started at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. The driver just asked around 800 to 1,000 pesos for the whole day.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cheap. So in Siquijor, Angel, is it like are they not strict? When it comes to wearing a mask, because I know that it's like an island life there.
They're not really that strict. I didn't have to always wear a mask since there were a lot of people around. I was just
Plus,
with
it's an
my
open
friends.
space. It's an
Yeah.
island. So
Just like here.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, we are here in one of the best places in Dumaguete. They serve good food here. This is like a restaurant.
Yeah, and a very good ambience.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like bringing you back to the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the vibe is really rustic and vintage.
Yeah, if you ever visit Dumaguete City, please check out Buglas
Douglas
Isla.
Isla Cafe.
Yeah, this is
Douglas
it's
Isla.
very nice
Here
here.
in Piapi.
Yep, even though it's quite
As
a
you
rainy
can
day,
see,
but it is very refreshing here. And here we are allowed to not wear a mask because it's
An
here,
open
an open
space.
it's
space.
open
And,
space.
Yeah.
And the food that they are serving, most of it are organic. Like they're picking it at the back of the.
They
have
have
a garden.
herbs.
Yes.
They have a garden in the back
Yeah.
of the resto. They have a lot of herbs.
Birds.
Yeah.
A lot of
And also
birds.
birds.
Yeah, birds
And
chirping.
trees.
So guys, we've been talking about places here in Visayas, all right? Cebu, Siquijor, Bohol, but there are also a lot of hidden gems here in the Philippines. We've got thousands of white beaches here. You just have to discover it.
In 2015, I got the chance to visit Boracay. We
Mm-hmm.
stayed in Boracay for like a week.
Oh.
And the beach there was really nice.
Uh-huh.
It's the clearest water I've ever witnessed in my entire life, and
Okay.
they have a really good sand, like very white sand. Like
Mm-hmm.
what you see in pictures is what you get in real life.
Yeah.
And our president Rodrigo Duterte, like they
clean it
Yeah,
up. Like it's
he,
known
yeah.
very clean
He
because
mandated a cleanup drive for
Boracay.
Boracay. So Boracay, I think, was closed for a year
yeah, to clean it
to,
up.
to clean the area, to
Yeah.
like to make sure that no natural resources are harmed. So yeah, so I think it's better now in like this last few years. I think it's
It's
better
very
now.
touristy. It's
Yeah.
one of
It's
the number
known-
one.
It's known even with foreign people.
You
Yeah.
you can never get tired of Boracay.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
been there a couple of times and there were a lot of people there. At that time, it was before the cleanup. But one thing I love about Boracay is, you know, the sand and the sunset there is
Yes.
magnificent.
It's to die for.
Yeah, it is like picturesque. Like the vintas, the boats.
Yeah.
It's like a postcard. So it's not as it can be cheap, but there are
Yeah.
high end
Yes, it depends.
Resorts. Yeah, hotels.
hotels and resorts there in Boracay.
We've been to Palawan.
Mm-hmm.
Palawan has 3 major tourist spots. It is Puerto Princesa, Coron, and El Nido.
El Nido.
So
El
it's
Nido.
more on beaches, and Puerto Princesa has this underground river wherein you get to, and it is also in the 7 wonders of the world. It is
Yeah.
included, and it is really beautiful. It is really magical when you're in there. You have the tour.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's
know,
like a place for
it's-
angels.
It's like
Magical
you're not
places.
in the Philippines. It's like another dimension that you're in. It's
Yeah.
really magical.
Yeah.
I
Whenever
went-
I think of angel, it makes me it reminds me of Enchanted
Me too.
River. I don't
It's
know.
Like, it's like she's a
It's like-
fairy.
it's like
or
a fairy.
something.
I have. I don't.
Show us your
I'm
wings,
so
Angel.
kilig.
Show us your wings.
yeah.
Kilig. Thank you.
And guys, for you out there, some of you are, you know, they want the hustle and the bustle of the city. If you wanna check out Manila, this is not for me though. I mean, I personally love nature
Yeah, me
and
too.
you know, laid back vibe. But for you guys out there, you can check out Makati or BGC if you want to live like the high end, the 5-star life.
Manila
Yeah,
life.
BGC
Yeah.
is like the
BGC.
cool spot.
Yeah,
with tall
BGC.
buildings.
Beautiful
buildings.
Filipinas.
It's like the New York of the Philippines.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
more of a city people in there.
Yeah.
Konyo.
Yeah. BGC, yeah, I love Makati as well. There's
Mm-hmm.
plenty of huge buildings. It's like skyscrapers, but nothing like the ones in Hong Kong though.
Mm.
But yeah, you can check out there. But the cost of living there is quite expensive.
For a typical Filipino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of the they're wondering how
How
can
much?
how can we afford traveling within the Philippines? But there are successful Filipinos and Filipinas, and also there are a lot of foreigners there too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's not really the vacation destination when you say the Philippines, because when you say the Philippines, it's the beaches, it's the waterfalls, and
Yeah, it is associated with nature.
Right. If you want somewhere cooler, you can go to Tagaytay, check
Yeah.
Taal Volcano,
Yes,
and
Baguio.
Baguio is
Baguio.
the summer capital of the Philippines.
Yes.
I lived there for about a year, way back in 2017. I used to work there. It's lovely, and there's this place there that you guys ought to try. This is one of the best Chinese restaurants in the area. It's called Good Taste. Chinese restaurant, and it's like 3 level. It's like the whole building, and it's always busy because their food is fresh, and the portions, oh my god, they're not skimping. It's
They're
huge,
generous.
and the freshest food is from Baguio because they've got, they're known for
have
the
the
main
farm.
the farm for the freshest vegetables.
Yeah, they're the like suppliers.
suppliers of the vegetables, suppliers of the freshest vegetables in the entire country. But some of us can get, here like locally
Yeah, we have
grown.
local here, but they're like one of the biggest suppliers.
Right. And also, they speak Ilocano there, and they speak Tagalog. And I can only speak Tagalog and English, obviously, but it's just a different culture up there because they're still doing the traditional dance with the gongs and the traditions with the dead, the 90 or the 1 year, they exhume the remains and they will dress it up to attend a party. Yes, I've attended it, and it was amazing because it was very different from us
Not
here
creepy at all.
not creepy,
You saw a
but
dead body.
yeah, they exhumed the body and they dressed it up with nice, with jewelry and nice clothing, and then it's like a way of them of honoring that
yeah.
dead person and celebrating the
The
life of that
person's
person.
life.
I
And
wanna
it's
get
just a
buried there.
reunion.
Yeah, and Baguio is famous for strawberries.
Strawberries, oh my
I
god.
wanna get
They
buried
have
in
the
Baguio.
strawberry picking.
Mom,
Go to Sagada. Sagada is like, when they raise the coffins to be closer to the gods.
And I've heard they
And-
also have like beach in coffee beans.
Yes.
Yeah, Baguio.
Yeah.
Coffee
their
beans.
coffee is to die for. I think they have the best coffee in the Philippines.
Yeah, coffee beans in
Yes.
Baguio.
I love
Our-
it. I love it there.
Is it there when they still have the traditional tattoos?
Oh yes,
We're in
the oldest tattoo artist.
Apo Wang Od.
Yeah, she's still up there, and wealthy, known artists or known people
Yeah, they're
from
going
all over the
there.
world. They go to.
And
to
Apo Wang,
Apo Wang
Wang
Od.
Od is one of those people. Like
Yeah.
she's
She's
known
really
all over the
famous.
world.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
So here in Visayan area, we all speak English. Visayan is the main language.
Yeah.
And then
Tagalog.
Filipino.
Yeah,
Our
Filipino and
national
Tagalog.
language. It's how we
Tagalog.
communicate with our fellow
Like
Filipino
our
people.
yeah, we're
It's our common language.
Yes,
common
and
language.
as I've mentioned earlier, we have more than 120 local dialects. And it's kind of different from Bisayan in Cebu, Bisaya in Dumaguete, and
Yeah.
Bisaya in Bohol. It's a little different in
Yes,
some terms
yes.
and intonation.
The
Yeah,
tone.
intonation,
The tone. Yeah.
tone,
So we're
some
like
words.
little countries,
Yeah.
the islands.
yeah. We're here in Negros Oriental. There's
Yeah.
a lot of nice places here.
Just here in
too.
Negros Oriental.
Itself.
itself, it's very rich in culture already. We have a really good natural spots.
Yeah, we're here in Dumaguete. The nearest nice beaches would be in Bacong or Dawin or
Dawin,
Shaton.
Shaton.
It's always there.
Yeah.
We also have diving spots here too.
Yeah, in
especially in
Dawin.
Dawin.
Manuyod too.
In Manuyod.
Oh, the Maldives of the,
The
Philippines.
Yeah.
So
Manuyod.
really white sand.
White sandbar.
2
where-
hours away from
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah.
Makati, I
there's
think.
And they also
Literally.
offer dolphin watching
Yeah.
there. Because there are
Uh-huh.
dolphins swimming
Yes.
with you.
A
So
boat in the middle.
we're very rich when it comes to, I don't know, nature.
Yeah,
here. We
especially
have
here
every-
in
Negros,
Dumaguete.
no?
In
The
Negros
nearest mountain
Oriental.
here is Valencia. Where you can go to
the
Valencia.
mountain.
There's a volcano here too. the
Yeah,
Mount
Right.
Canlaon,
Canlaon.
and also
We
Canlaon.
also have waterfalls. The
Yes,
Yes,
Casaroro,
we have a lot of
Saroro.
hot
waterfalls.
springs.
Yeah.
You name it.
springs, and then the sulfur in
Yeah,
there.
sulfur.
There's
Yes.
smoke in there. It's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
nice.
The city here too is
there's
accessible.
a lot of things to
You guys
do
should
in
really
Dumaguete.
visit Dumaguete.
Yeah, 'cause
when
we're
you go
here.
to the Philippines,
We're here.
you can
Yeah.
tap on us and we can go on a tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
So guys, I've been asked a couple of times by my viewers if there are nude beaches around the Philippines. I know the answer.
Nude?
Nude beaches.
N-U-D-E?
Yeah, nude
Like naked?
beaches. Yeah, naked beaches. Do you think of any?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Nude? The
I
nude?
think
The
they
beach is
have-
nude or the people
Nude
are
people.
nude?
People
are nude.
go there
People-
nude. I think
Nude beaches,
they,
like you,
I think they have an area in Boracay where they go nude.
Really? Nude beaches?
Really?
I'm not
Really?
sure.
I'm not
I've
really
heard
sure.
of that story before, but yeah. I
But
think
if you
there's
want,
an area
you can
in
go in
Boracay.
there really early, like 4 to 5, and then
This
Just
is
go
skinny
skinny-
dipping.
Skinny
Yeah.
dipping.
on your own.
Right. I know there are some of you out there that are naturists that wanted to be one with nature.
Yeah.
And I've done my research. There are no
Oh, okay.
usual.
No,
I mean,
I've never heard of
Yeah,
it.
there's no nude beaches available because we are very
So
conservative.
sorry, guys.
There was a resort between Dumaguete and Cebu. It's a clothing optional resort. So you can go book a room there. The owners are naturists. So if you wanna, it's a clothing optional place, but I think they're closed now. People in general here in the Philippines are very conservative. But ladies, I want to ask though about your opinions regarding the South, like the Mindanao area. I'm not saying that all parts of Mindanao are dangerous because there's Davao. Davao is one of the safest city
City in the Philippines.
in the Philippines, but there are places to avoid, according to my friends that are from Mindanao area. So please, guys, just avoid the south area, maybe
Yeah, like
Sulu.
I think it's good if you research on the area. If you plan to go on an area, you have to do your thorough research first to make sure it's safe. But rest assured, the Philippines is, for me, it's a very safe country as long as you're with good people.
Yeah, just try out the Philippines. Who knows? You might end up living here forever.
Yeah.
There's one-way tickets
Yeah, if you
available.
don't have
This
a
might be
Filipino
the
friend,
best trip of your life.
Yup, and
Yes.
if you don't have a Filipino friend, you can always ask for Miss P.
Yeah, I can be your friend. You'll be safe here. We're very friendly. We speak English, and
We don't bite.
we don't
Ah.
bite hard. You'll have the best time of your life. I'm very happy that you joined us today, ladies. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Always a good time,
Thank you
Miss P.
so much, Miss P,
Anything for you.
having us.
Of course, and as always, guys, I'll be back in just a few days with something for you to consider. So that's it for now, and have a good one. Bye.
Just sit right back.
If you think about it, I'm kind of like Marianne. We both have bubbly personalities. We've lived in bamboo huts, and both of us are stuck on a tropical island, doing whatever we can to get off. If you want to help me get rescued, please subscribe to my channel, share my videos with friends, and hit that notification bell so you can see my next episode. And if you really want to save me, check out my Patreon channel for extra content and exclusive videos. And also like Marianne, I have to take cold showers. Hey Gilligan, will you throw me that towel?
Venus little towels.
I'm really not looking forward to this.
No, you sure don't look like the skipper.
Gilligan? Only 4 men on the island, and I have to get stuck with a peeping Gilligan.